NBA Journey, dominating the court as Interior Overlord. Like, share and subscribe. Episode 11. A group of 200 kilograms is no problem, keep coming again. Let's try 210 kilograms. Zhang Tao stopped again and said to the staff. 210 kilograms is the ultimate strength that Zhang Tao himself has never tried. Ah. Zhang Tao shouts explosive power like a weightlifter, which is his greatest power after fusing his talent. First down. Second down. 10th down. Zhang Tao completely made everyone in the training room stop to watch his performance. Fac, you kid is powerful. Katie shouted as well. Hey, okay. Zhang, have you practiced weightlifting? Rabazir asked. No, it's not difficult. Zhang Tao said of course. Well, you're a freak. Khalistan said. Everyone in the training room started talking. Soon, everyone on the Kings team knew that the new rookie was very powerful, almost the most awesome player in the NBA. This matter also reached the ears of head coach Jogel, who was originally not prepared to report Zhang Tao's name to the squad for tomorrow night's game. After all, Zhang Tao has not practiced with the team, and there is almost no tacit understanding with his teammates, and then now he has a lot of voices after class. If he loses again, he may really be fired, and Jorge does not dare to take too much risk to become a newcomer. But after Jorge heard that Zhang Tao's bench press was stronger than all of the Kings' inner lines, he put Zhang Tao's name on it. December 6th. The NBA regular season continues. The Kings host the Cleveland Cavaliers at Arco Arena. The main focus of this game is James, the visiting star, rather than the home team Kings, who have a poor record. James has a lot of fans across the country. There are many fans wearing his jerseys in this game, and the rare full house is a rare phenomenon for the Kings this season. This summer, Irving went to Boston to severely damage the Cavaliers' strength. However, the Cavaliers with James and Love are still strong contenders for the championship. Their current record this season is 17-7, which is not the top in the East, but much better than the Kings' 7-16. Zhang Tao sat on the bench after the appearance ceremony. The NBA atmosphere shocked Zhang Tao, and the lights, sound, cameras, and screams of the fans all made his blood boil. This is where he proves himself. This will also be the stage for his fame. Zhang Tao can't wait to show his talent to the world. The Cavaliers started the game: Calderon, J.R. Smith, Crowder, James, Love. Thomas Jr. is still injured, and Calderon has been playing as a starter. And the Kings starters are Fox, George Hill, Sample, Temple, Randolph. Zhang Tao sat next to the water dispenser and looked at everything around him curiously. All this is unusual for him. In China, this game has also received much attention. Zhang Tao's alma mater, head coach Lin Hai, organized the varsity team members to watch the game. Countless domestic basketball fans are also waiting for Zhang Tao's first appearance. Domestic people who love basketball have been looking forward to this game for a long time. In China, Zhang Tao is very concerned. He is the hope of the new generation of basketball. But abroad, no one knows him, and ESPN reporters can't even name him. Zhang Tao, a native of Z country, power forward/center, height 2.11 meters, weight. The commentator of the Kings live broadcast also began to report to the fans with Zhang Tao's information. Hey, Zhang Tao is not very lucky today. He may need to face Love, and he will often face James's impact on the basket, and James has attacked the basket more times in these games than at the beginning of the season, and he may not be able to cope with it. Coach Jorge doesn't necessarily put him on the field. Of course, if there is garbage time early, he may appear. He is not Yao Ming, and he is not Love and James a few times. The commentator was obviously not optimistic about Zhang Tao, and finally laughed and teased. Soon, the game on the field began. After seeing the starting list, domestic fans chuckled in their hearts. Zhang Tao is sitting on the bench. I don't know if he will be on it. It would be bad if I didn't get a chance. It's normal to have no chance to play without a guaranteed contract. The game on the field soon began. The strength of the night is obviously above the King, and Love's all-round attack means also make the Kings' inner linemen miserable. Coupled with James' occasional breakout offense, the Kings fell into the underhand from the inside out at the start of the game. The first quarter is over. The score was 33-20, with the Cavaliers leading the Kings by 13 points. The Cavaliers' all-star interior lineman Love scored 15 points in a single quarter and played exceptionally well. Jorge sent many insiders in a row but could not restrain Love, and they were all exploded. Haha, the Kings' inner line obviously has quantity and no quality. Look at these stupid big men, you guys are too slow. TTTV's Barkley taunted. Barkley didn't like Love's style of play, but he was speechless about the Kings' gang of indisputable insiders. There is height, there is talent, but there is no ability, no technology. Love's long shot, James' breakthrough, put the King in trouble, and Jorge should think of more ways or this game will continue to lose. Kenny Smith said. At first, Zhang Tao also thought that he had no chance to go this time. But the fragility of the King's inner line really blinded him a bit. Not to give their own strength, but to rely on peers to foil. At the beginning of the second quarter, Jorge shouted at Zhang Tao, "Zhang, you are on." Episode 12, do a good job of covering, do a good job of interior defense, and protect rebounds. Coach Jorge pulled over Zhang Tao, who was about to play, and kept explaining. "Well, I'm okay with that," Zhang Tao said firmly. Soon, Zhang Tao pulled off his sports trousers, threw them to the staff, and stood at the technical desk to signal to the audience. Kings fans knew it was a newcomer and applauded. "Oh, Zhang Tao is going to play. Zhang Tao is here. Just wait now, work hard. I hope to play well, cover well, and grab the rebound." Domestic fans saw that Zhang Tao could appear, and they all brushed messages. Their expectations are not high, and they hope that Zhang Tao will do a good job in the basic skills of the inside line, and honestly help his teammates cover the blocking. "This rookie is going to be on, I hope he won't be blasted by Love again, and if it explodes again, Jogel will have no one to send him, haha." Barkley teased. The Cavaliers' second lineup was led by JR and Love, and James was off the court. Standing 2.08 tall and weighing 118 kilograms, Love entered the NBA with the 5th pick in the 2008 draft and won the World Championship in Turkey with the United States in 2010. In 2012, he won the London Olympic Games with the United States. In 2014, he was selected into the All-Star starting lineup. In 2016, he won the NBA championship with the Cavaliers. Love's attack style is particularly good at catch and shoot. He shoots as fast as a guard, and often steps back from the outside to make three-pointers, but Love lacks the nimble ball-handling skills of Nowitzki or Aldridge, which makes him shoot less from mid-range distance. Although Love lacks air dominance in the box, he is strong, will eat opponents with his back in the low post, likes to use throws, and can frequently create opponents for fouls and free throws. This is a very difficult opponent for Zhang Tao. In the second quarter, the Kings' benches were Kat, Hield, Bogdanovic, Mason, and Zhang Tao. Because the Kings' bench strength is actually not weaker than the starter, there is no need for the starter to bring it. Both Hield and Bogdanovic are starters in their own right. The second quarter of the game begins. Bogdanovic dribbled forward to the top of the arc. Zhang Tao gave Hield a no-ball cover at an angle of 45 degrees on the right according to the tactic. Bang! JR, who is chasing Hilda, seems to have hit a wall himself. Hurt. Hield catches the ball on a three-pointer. Zhang Tao quickly rushed to the basket. Hield's three-point bounce bounced high on the basket, ready to run in the direction of Love. Love's rebounding ability is top-notch, and he also feels that this rebounding is stable, so he is already considering whether to attack with a long pass after taking the rebound. But behind Love, a figure flew out, and this long arm of his right hand took the lead in hooking the rebound from Love's hands and grabbed it strongly. This figure is Zhang Tao, who senses the wrong top of the ball as soon as Hield shoots, and his keen sense of rebounds allows him to run in the direction of the rebound drop. After grabbing the offensive rebound with one hand, Zhang Tao did not dribble, but directly used his left foot as the fulcrum and turned around into the 3-second zone. Kick your feet up at the same time. Left hand crossbar fry, and then the body lifted off through fry. Zhang Tao grabbed the ball with one hand and pressed the ball into the frame at the height of half an arm above the basket. Box. Bang. This buckle is powerful. 33-22. Zhang Tao grabbed the frame with one hand and pulled it hard, and he made the whole basketball hoop very shaky. Fry was also hit by Zhang Tao on the sidelines, embarrassed. The two bottom-line photographers also sat upside down. Oh my god. He could grab the rebound. Barkley immediately stood up and yelled. After Zhang Tao grabbed the offensive rebound from Love's head, he immediately turned around and went inside to dunk Fry. Brutal dunk. Fry's confrontation is far inferior to Zhang Tao, and he was completely knocked off. Easy dunk. Barkley yelled at Smith and marveled at Zhang Tao's rebounds and dunks. Will you play? Do you have talent? You can see it in one round. Zhang Tao's offensive rebounds and dunks after turning around were completely unexpected by the fans at the scene. No one expected that Zhang Tao's score would be so easy. The fans of Arco Arena were stunned for a while, and then the audience cheered. Lying groove, Zhang Tao, this guy is fierce, take the board from Lefew's head, Lefew is a rebounding monster. And Fry is also too miserable, directly knocked into the air. Violent snatching board, violent partition. Really stunned me, this can grab offensive rebounds and dunks? Flexible dead fat. Fans on the internet saw the ball and the barrage climaxed. Episode 13, Zhang Tao on the court exhaled a little after the dunk, which was as simple for him as eating and drinking. Teammates also came over to give Zhang Tao high fives. On the Knights' side, Fry has not yet stood up. He kept covering his chest and snorted, and the team doctor quickly surrounded him. It took 20 seconds for Ferry to breathe a sigh of relief and stand up slowly. Hey, Fry was injured, he was replaced by Crowder. Poor veteran, can't Jean Tao be a little respectful of the old and love the young? The commentator kept talking, and the game on the field continued. The Knights' attack in this round was that Lufu fell low and tried to hit Jean Tao with his back. Lufu couldn't move after 2 blows, and immediately used his footsteps to turn over and jump shot. But, snap, the 230 centimeters long arm span followed like a shadow, and he directly slapped off Loafer's jump shot with one palm. The ball Jean Tao fanned in the direction of Heald. The Kings defenders took the ball and launched a quick attack. Heald plays JR with Bogdanovic. 2-1, Heald easily hit a basket. 33-24, good, big man. Beautifully covered. Heald really likes to play with Jean Tao, and the defense and grabbing offensive rebounds are fierce. Hey, buddy, it's no problem to hand over the inside to me. Jean Tao touched the back of Hilda's head very kindly. Big people seem to naturally like to touch small people's heads. The fans only began to applaud Jean Tao's cap at this time, and the head coach was also smiling on the sidelines. The Knight went on the offensive. In this round, Jean Tao stood in the center position, and the Knights focused on JR. JR broke through Hilda after using cover and prepared to stop mid-range. But Jean Tao's assistant defense is like a shadow, and the long arm interferes. Although Jean Tao did not have a cap, it made JR's shot extremely uncomfortable. Box. The ball smashed the front frame. The long rebound was again protected by Jean Tao. When everyone was still amazed by Jean Tao's sense of defense, something happened that made Coach Jorgeer and the fans in front of him look confused. Jean Tao, who protected the long rebound, dribbled and turned past Crowder. He saw a straight line. Jean Tao himself dribbled the ball and rushed into the meteor. My God, this guy is so fast. 2 big steps and half the game. Watching Jean Tao constantly pass the Knights players, the fans at the scene screamed. At this time, Love was still on the Kings' inner line, ready to run back. As soon as Jean Tao entered the 3-point line, he closed the ball and took 3 steps. Playing high, Osman could only watch Jean Tao stride to pass him with the ball and then make a one-handed slash. 33-26. This is completely the fast attack method of Alphabet Brother. As soon as you get to the 3-point line, you will make a 3-step layup. The extra long arm span and the large range of footsteps are fully displayed. In just over a minute of playing time, Jean Tao scored 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. In this more than a minute, Jean Tao is the ruler on the field, and he is at both ends of the attack and defense. Terrifying. Awesome Jean Tao. Lying groove, this guy can still play like Brother Alphabet, it's awesome. The big man at 2.11 meters reminds me of O'Neal. As long as Jean Tao is healthy, the sky is his limit. Domestic fans never expected that the orgasm brought to them by Jean Tao would be so strong and impactful. Jean Tao's appearance is like a beast released from a cage, and he is wantonly slaughtering the lambs on the field. Jean Tao's continuous explosive performance made Barkley sigh. Jean made me change my initial impression of him. This kid has the talent to become the league's first interior lineman. His weight, his strength, his athleticism, his defensive awareness, and, most surprisingly, his dribbling. Smith also erupted in a barrage of praise quotes. Tyronn Lue did not choose to call a timeout, but let the game continue. James on the court also kept looking at Jean Tao, and Jean Tao's athleticism surprised James a little. Like the original O'Neal, no, it should be a combination of Barkley and Alphabet Brother. On the field, the Knights' offense again lost. This time it was JR who did not believe in evil. He suddenly came in to challenge Jean Tao's defense, and finally he found that he was going to be covered, and in a hurry, in order to avoid the cover, he threw an air ball at close range. The rebounds were again controlled by Jean Tao. Jean Tao gave the ball to Bogdanovic and then ran forward slowly. Episode 14. Bogdanovic saw the strength advantage of Jean Tao's inside line, and immediately played tactics to signal Jean Tao to ask for a position inside, and to feed Jean Tao one. Jean Tao naturally would not refuse such a tactical arrangement. Jean Tao came to the low position on the right side to ask for the position of Lefeu. Bang! One gear with the left hand, one top in the butt, easily jammed Loafer, and raised his right hand to ask for the ball. Bogdanovic was a good playmaker, letting people pull away and hang the ball to Jean Tao. Jean Tao versus Loafer. As soon as he took the ball, Jean Tao crashed towards Lefeu. Love was instantly stunned. Bang! Then Jean Tao stuck Lefeu's position, turned around and entered the 3-second zone, and also blocked Lefeu with his back. Kick the ground again in place, grab the ball with both hands, and smash it into the basket. Box. Wang. It's simple. Overbearing. Very rough. The basket was once again a little downward by Jean Tao. Fans are worried about the basket. 33-28. Pause. Tyronn Lue couldn't help it. This game can't be watched, and if it doesn't pause, the Cavaliers players will have psychological problems. Zhang Tao's score was too easy. 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. The offense is all dunks. No one expected this big man to play so violently. Zhang Tao broke everyone's discrimination against the talent of yellow people, and the low singles just now were exactly the same as Barkley. From the beginning of the second quarter to now, the game on the court has been dominated by Zhang Tao. The current Zhang Tao is very similar to O'Neal back then. Although he is shorter, his athletic talent is definitely not inferior to that shark. Lufu probably didn't expect that he would be tortured and killed by an unknown young general in this way. Netizens are full of bragging about Zhang Tao. Only Zhang Tao himself knows that if he has to make a template for his low-post attack, that template will not be in the past, but probably in the future. Zion Williamson. Zhang Tao's turn and dunk just now is a similar style of play. Xiao Zhel is also very satisfied with Zhang Tao's performance. Such a debut will be phenomenal. Zhang Tao's power talent was fully displayed as soon as he came on the field, and then there was a very delicate technique and a top-level sense of defense. Zhang, you're awesome. Fark, that block, that 2 defenses, that's cool. And dunks. Back on the bench during the timeout, almost all the Kings players gathered around Zhang Tao. You're the most brutal big guy I've ever seen, it's all dunks, my goodness. Zhang Tao's phenomenal performance has completely conquered his teammates. Zhang Tao can easily attack the frame, all kinds of violent buttons, and even his own one-stop attack. If there is strength, there will naturally be attention, which is an eternal truth. Zhang, keep up the good work. Xiao Ge also looked at Zhang Tao with a smile on his face. If there are no surprises, the next game begins, and the starting center position does not need to be filled by Randolph. Knight's side. Tyronn Lue approached James and said, "Lee Brown, it's your time." "Okay, I'll beat him down," James said. James saw the Cavaliers' plight, and the way to help the Cavaliers solve the problem was to let Zhang Tao receive a foul. Otherwise, this guy is on the field. It is estimated that the defenders and players have psychological shadows and dare not enter and break through. James has average shooting feel in these games, and his scoring is also mostly under the basket. When he tried to storm the basket, almost no one could stop it. The pause ended quickly. Love and James returned to the court. The Cavaliers' offensive possession. James didn't mean to stay strong. As soon as he passed, he greeted Love's cover and rushed inside with the ball. There is no accident, Zhang Tao's assistant defense is in place. Bang! The 2 bodies collided with each other, and James, who started at high speed, was intercepted. Beep. However, the referee blew Zhang Tao's block, which was to protect James. Zhang Tao did not give up his defensive intensity because he was fouled. The Knights' sideline serve, James these dare not attack so strongly. Zhang Tao just intercepted him alive. He directly lost his balance. The referee will not blow fouls every time. James continued to hang the ball high to the low post. Love. Lufu pressed his back and hit Zhang Tao. Bang. Lufu exerts force, Zhang Tao does not move. Bang. Lufu continued to come, Zhang Tao lowered his center of gravity and still did not move. Love stopped playing and immediately hit James, who was inside. James took the ball and stepped up, ready to ask for a board. But the moment James made a layup, he pressed the ball on the rebound with one palm. Zhang Tao immediately returned to defense after Love's pass, and although James's inner cut did not give him an advantage, Zhang Tao's arm span and height were not so easy for James to get rid of. Oh, Zhang Tao gave James a nailboard hat. The Kings' outside line failed to stop James's inner cut, but Zhang Tao's terror defense reappeared. Lebulang is obviously not familiar with Zhang Tao's defensive ability, and he is a little careless. Zhang Tao's physical talent is too good, this ball is defensive and too. The commentators shouted with drool. Episode 15. After nailing the board, Zhang Tao grabbed the rebound, and then saw Healed in the distance. Zhang Tao directly made a long throw. The pass across the half, just right past the highest part of Osman's hand, fell into the hands of Healed, who occupied the position and easily scored. 33-30. Zhang Tao successfully got an assist. James' appearance also did not stop the Cavaliers' decline. The Kings went on a 10-0 run, and while the score was still behind, the momentum was already on the Kings' side. The fans of Arco Arena are also constantly cheering for the home team. "Don't hit him in the back, you can't move," James said to Love. "Well, let's try the long shot. This guy under the basket is in great form today, it's hard to bypass his defense," Loafer said. The 2 night bosses began to study how to get rid of Zhang Tao's influence. Zhang Tao's weight and strength are his advantages, coupled with his speed and sense of defense. This guy is the ruler on the inside. Lufu doesn't like to go against a gifted and conscious big man like Zhang Tao, which is difficult to deal with. Zhang Tao is also obviously different from the King's talented and brainless players. He can make good use of his various talents, which is terrifying. Loafer thinks it's better not to hit hard. On the court, Calderon brought the ball over, this time still to James. James played a three-point running tactic. Zhang Tao knew what he was going to do as soon as he saw James's position, and Zhang Tao roared and commanded the defense, "You all pounce on the defense of 3 points, and leave it to me inside." The Kings players made an instant save, and the Cavaliers had no chance on the outside. James had to use cover again, to cut in to challenge Zhang Tao. This time, JR also cut in. Zhang Tao was also speechless for the Kings' outer defense, and he couldn't leak people at every turn. Another 1 for 2. James hit the ground to JR. JR catches the ball and wants to dunk. Don't buckle. James knew what was going to happen when he saw that JR was going to dunk. If JR starts with the trend, there is no way to make a layup. But dunk, he'll be slower and closer to the basket. This gave Zhang Tao the opportunity to defend. When JR was about to slash the ball vigorously, Zhang Tao's palm directly pressed JR's ball again. Click. The camera vaguely captured the deformation of the basketball. Zhang Tao snatched the ball from JR's hand abruptly. This is not a cap. Is it robbery? JR lost his balance and fell to the ground after landing. Successive capping of James and JR brought the Kings' atmosphere to the highest. Now Zhang Tao is like the ruler here, proving that this is his territory with repeated unsolvable attacks and defenses. Awesome. Poor JR. The basketball is deformed, you can't blame JR for not having enough strength, it's Zhang Tao who is too terrifying. Fans looked at the big screen above their heads again and sighed. The rebound was taken by Hield. The Kings' position attacked. This round, Zhang Tao ran outside. Received a pass from Hield at an oblique angle of 45 degrees. Everyone thought that Zhang Tao wanted to hand back to the little man. Even the Knights did not come up to defend them. Zhang Tao calmly shot a standard undefended three-point shot like training. Wonderful arc. Flack. Ugh. 33-33. A 13-0 offensive wave. The Cavaliers players are going crazy. OMG. What is this TM? Can this guy still shoot threes? How to prevent it? James was speechless when he saw Zhang Tao's anti-aircraft gun, 3 points, more accurate than him. How else to fight? Zhang Tao raised his hands and made a 3-point gesture to run back to celebrate with his teammates. The momentum of the Arco Arena has reached an all-time high. Soon, the second quarter was over, and the score on the court became 50-55. The Kings won the Cavaliers by as many as 18 points in a single quarter. Zhang Tao's winning and losing values have risen. Barkley said, "The new Zhang Tao dominates the pitch like O'Neal, the peak of long-range shooting." Smith said, "Don't say, this guy's three-point shot is still very similar to Nowitzki, and of course his low-post attack is also very similar to you." Barkley smiled widely. Zhang Tao does have his shadow. Throughout the second quarter, Zhang Tao contributed 9 of 11 shooting, and frantically cut down the efficiency of 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 2 assists in a single quarter. Zhang Tao hit all 7 dunks, then made 2 of 4 three-pointers, and then made 2 of 3 free throws. Zhang Tao completely demonstrated his dominance in this quarter, and also shocked the domestic fans who expected him to play. This is much better than Dayo's debut that year. The Kings probably have one of the best interior players in the league. Zhang Tao is an insider with classical and modern playing styles. There's inside offense and it's three-point shooting, it's amazing. For the first time, I felt that the inside should be the protagonist of the NBA. It's not that the Warriors' small ball is great, it's because there is no dominant center, and I'm starting to understand that. Domestic fans are extremely excited, and Zhang Tao's shocking performance makes everyone look forward to it. Episode 16, Dressing Room. Head coach Jogel focused on praising Zhang Tao by name, and it was Zhang Tao's phenomenal performance that allowed the King to overtake in the second quarter. Zhang, is the physical strength to play the second half? Chaogir deliberately came to the wardrobe to care about Zhang Tao. Some big people are very strong for a short time, but not for a long time. No problem, I can play the whole game. Zhang Tao nodded. Zhang Tao's physical fitness is also his strength, although it is impossible to be as efficient as when he first debuted, but playing the whole game is really not a big problem, and the Knights' interior is not very confrontational for Zhang Tao. Hearing Zhang Tao's words, several Kings not far away shook their heads helplessly. It seems that this rookie is going to play the starter in the next game. The second half came back quickly. The King was imposing under Zhang Tao's leadership, while the Knights' side was relatively weak. On the road, even James has lazy thoughts. Throughout the third quarter, Zhang Tao continued the strong performance of the second quarter, constantly bombarding the Knights' inner line. The Knights' interior play style is soft, whether it is Crowder, who is not 3-4, or Love, who likes to play outside, they do not have much parrying power against Zhang Tao. Love even received 5 fouls at the end of the third quarter and sat down early on the court. If James' outside shooting hadn't begun to recover, the Cavaliers would have directly announced their surrender in this quarter. However, by the end of the third quarter, the Cavaliers trailed by 20 points, which was almost like surrendering. In this quarter, Zhang Tao played 12 minutes and scored 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks to help the Kings lead the Cavaliers 86-66. In the fourth quarter of the game, the second team of the two teams competed. Zhang Tao and James were resting off the court. Without James and Love, the Kings' second lineup had the advantage over the Cavaliers' second lineup. Bogdanović led the Kings to a 10-2 run. Tyronn Lue did not send James back to the field in the following time, and Jorge did not let Zhang Tao play again. The game ended 90-108 and the Kings won home to the Cavaliers. At the moment when the game finally ended, Zhang Tao's system also had a hint. Bell, congratulations to the host for completing his first NBA game. Training mode, challenge mode, store mode are officially opened. The relevant system functions please study by yourself. Although Zhang Tao heard the system prompt, he was not in a hurry, and this needs to be studied after going back. Data on both sides. On the Kings side, Zhang Tao played 24 minutes, scored 36 points, 12 rebounds, 6 blocks, and 2 assists, shooting 76%. Bogdanović 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fox 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 9 assists. Randolph 6 points and 4 rebounds. The data of the starting interior line is basically supported by Zhang Tao, and the performance of Fox and Bogdanović on the guard line is also very good, and it is also because of the two of them. Zhang Tao does not need to play in the last quarter. Cavaliers, James 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, Love 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists, J.R. Smith 14 points, Crowder 9 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists and 1 block. James and Love's statistics look very good, but the efficiency is much lower than the past few games, mainly because the scoring interference they rushed into the inside is too great, and Zhang Tao's interior deterrence is fully reflected. After the game, all the Kings players gathered around Zhang Tao to celebrate. The victory over the Cavaliers ended the losing streak and boosted the team's locker room atmosphere a bit. After leaving the encirclement of his teammates, Zhang Tao deliberately went over to chat with James. "Zhang, you played very well, you won't win the next time you come to Cleveland to meet." James was very angry and did not give Zhang Tao a look on the face because of losing a ball. For him this is an ordinary regular season game. "It doesn't matter if you win or not, I'll continue to block you anyway." Zhang Tao also joked. The two chatted for a while before leaving the court, and Zhang Tao mainly talked to James about the way to improve his strength. Zhang Tao felt that his potential should be higher. James has a lot of experience in this area, and James also took the initiative to exchange contact information with Zhang Tao. Congratulations to Zhang Tao, who got the first victory of his career, and congratulations to the King, who ended their losing streak. The final result of this game must have surprised countless people, and Zhang Tao became the X-factor that dominated this game. I think after the competition, Zhang Tao's unguaranteed contract can be converted into a guaranteed contract. Director James' brows widened with a smile after the game. He didn't know how long he hadn't been so happy. The last time he was so happy for the UAE's career high a few years ago. One game is enough to prove that Zhang Tao can gain a foothold in the NBA. Episode 17. At the post-game press conference, James also praised Zhang Tao to reporters. "This guy has caused us huge trouble. His strength, his speed, his reach, he is simply a natural interior ruler. You can hardly believe that this is his first game. Of course, we ourselves are not bloody enough, not tough enough. We will rebound in the next game." Lufu also told reporters, "Zhang's performance is phenomenal. He almost beat us in the second quarter with his own strength, and I played very hard with him." Zhang Tao also attended his first press conference with the head coach. Click. Countless flashes aimed at Zhang Tao. One game, just one game, Zhang Tao won the attention of the media with his phenomenal strength. ESPN asked, "Zhang, for you, what's the difference between NBA and college games?" Zhang Tao's dominance is somewhat terrifying, and playing Lufu is like hitting a child. Zhang Tao said with a smile, "The only difference is probably that you don't need to go to school." In front of people with an inside ability value of 100, the difference between playing ability value 50 and 70 may not be too big. Anyway, Zhang Tao feels like this. The reporters did not feel that Zhang Tao pretended to be forced. This is a normal thing. When the talent is high enough, it is really possible to walk sideways. What he said is very ordinary. Others understand it and feel a little arrogant. The reporter went on to ask, "You won the first victory of your career. What do you want to say about it?" Zhang Tao said, "This feeling is very exciting. When I was a child, I dreamed of entering the NBA, and now I have done it." Zhang Tao's entire interview is humble and peaceful, sometimes humorous, not lacking in stability. Zhang Tao is similar to the external image shown by Dayo. The headline after the game was also released quickly. Debut contribution 36 plus 12 plus 6, he announced his arrival to the NBA, the best debut in nearly 20 years. Halftime, 36 plus 12-inch. Phenomenal performance, Zhang Tao helped the King retire the night. It's not difficult to get a foothold in the NBA, it's only a matter of time before you turn positive. Even James, Jr., no one dares to break through the Knights present. All kinds of simple and direct touted titles make the name Zhang Tao familiar to many fans. Being able to play such a crazy performance in the NBA has ignited many people's desire to watch Zhang Tao's game. After the press conference, Zhang Tao did not have time to rest, and he followed the team nonstop on the plane to New Orleans. The day after tomorrow, he will have a big challenge, with the Kings taking on the Pelicans on the road. The Pelicans have the strongest Twin Towers lineup in the league. Cousins plus Davis. After checking into a hotel in New Orleans, Zhang Tao also entered the system panel, where he looked at what he had gained after his first game and new features. Training mode, pay victory points. You can follow the superstar in the dream for technical special training, without consuming the host's physical energy. Elijuan Dream Foot Training 1000 points, Yao Ming Free Throw Training 1000 points. Shop mode, pay victory points. You can buy Injury Recovery Elixir, Fitness Elixir, and other medicines. Injury Recovery Elixir 500 points. Fitness Recovery Elixir 500 points. Challenge mode, pay victory points to challenge against legendary teams and get special rewards. Pay 1000 points to challenge replace Karl Malone to lead the Jazz to win the G6 Finals with the Bulls, after looking at 3 new features. Soon, Zhang Tao understood the key, and the victory point was very important. Finally, Zhang Tao saw his victory point balance at the bottom of the panel. Victory point 147. What is the victory point? It is a currency within the system, and each mode needs to be paid for victory points. How are victory points calculated? What level of competition can I get? Are there other ways to get it? Episode 18. Victory points are calculated equals points plus rebounds asterisk 2 plus assists asterisk 3 plus blocks asterisk 4 turnovers asterisk 5 plus 30 points 1/lost minus 30. NBA, preseason, regular season, playoffs, world championship, Olympic Games, Asian Games level games are available. If you have other ways to get it, you can get honors and break records, and you need to determine the value of honors and records. Okay, got it. The calculation of victory points is generally not complicated. In general, it is personal data plus team wins. This did not conflict with Zhang Tao's original purpose, and Zhang Tao studied it with great interest. For him, his career has just started, he still has a lot of room for improvement, and the key to improvement is the system. December 8th. The NBA regular season continues. The Kings took on the Pelicans on the road, and this game was not a big game for the American side, and the audience only sat about 70%. It's just that in China, the internet and TV have broadcast this game, and commentators and fans have begun to pay attention to Zhang Tao's performance. On the field, the surrounding cameras were also pointed at Zhang Tao, Davis, and Cousins. This game is a lot of pressure for Zhang Tao. He needs to face Cousins and Davis at the same time, and I hope that the other interior linemen of the Kings will also give some strength, and not let Zhang Tao fight alone. Director Zhang said. Zhang Tao's outbreak in the last game was also somewhat lucky. If it weren't for the Kings' inner line being too bad, he wouldn't even have a chance to play. Soon, the game was ready to start. Kings starters, Fox, Hill, Sampson, Temple, Zhang Tao. Zhang Tao ushered in the first start of his career, and I hope he has a good performance. Pelican starters, Holiday, Moore, Clark, Davis, Cousins. Davis and Cousins are the league's most combined interior combinations in terms of points and rebounds, and they will cause a lot of trouble for the Kings' interior. Director Zhang and Director Su constantly reported the various situations of the starters. The jumping ball is Zhang Tao and Cousins jumping. Cousins was traded to the Pelicans last season, and the Kings are his old club, and NBA players have a kind of plot to prove themselves against their old clubs, which is instinctive hyperactivity. Preparing for the jumping stage, Cousins clapped his palms fiercely and said to Zhang Tao, "Rookie, I will completely blow you up tonight. You have always been a weak team." Zhang Tao was not stunned, and immediately shot back, "No matter how weak you are, I don't need you. How does it feel to be treated as garbage by the team?" Zhang Tao's attack immediately worked, and the bad boy Cousins immediately became angry. "Fac, what do you say?" Zhang Tao rushed up to look at him without showing weakness. Cousins has never met such a rookie, and he really owes a tough mouth. Seeing that the two quarreled before jumping the ball, the fans at the scene kept booing. The referee stopped throwing the ball and had to warn both men. After a while, the referee re-signaled the jumping ball. "Throw the basketball high." Zhang Tao's reaction was slightly faster than Cousins' speed, and his bounce speed was faster than Cousins' speed, almost at the highest point. Zhang Tao dialed the ball too. Zhang Tao easily won the jump ball with Cousins. Zhang Tao won the jump ball. Cousins reacted significantly slower than Zhang Tao, Zhang Tao's physical talent is amazing. Zhang Tao dialed the ball to Fox, and then raised his hands to help him cover his forward. "Help me get him down, AD," Cousins explained to Davis as he ran. "Okay, I'll beat him down." Davis shrugged. Both of the Pelicans' interior linemen are all-star level, and against a rookie, they deliberately attack. They feel that it is simply not too easy. Fox is very fast, his breakthroughs are very sharp, and it is only his thin body and shooting like a shot that makes him look out of line with his rookie season. Fox did not find a chance to go online, and immediately hoisted the ball to Zhang Tao, who was successful in the left low position. Zhang Tao has already won the trust of his teammates in the last game, especially the defenders like Zhang Tao. Zhang Tao is much more reliable than several other insiders. Bang, Zhang Tao's but directly hit Cousins, forcibly leaned on him to hold the ball, turned around and took a step to the 3-second zone under the basket. Grab the ball with one hand and swing your arms in place. Box. 2-0. Zhang Tao's dunk is full of domineering, especially the frame after the dunk, which makes the entire rebound shake. The ass opens the way. This is a very rogue way of playing. Episode 19. Zhang Tao's strength is too strong. This style of play is very rogue, but it is very effective. Even Cousins can't limit him in the low position. His ass is too lethal. This move is very similar to Charles Barkley, haha. Director Zhang said. There is no feint, it is a collision of muscles, and Cousins lost this duel. Director Su also said. Just the first attack in the opening game, many fans' thoughts about whether Zhang Tao is a flash in the pan faded. Zhang Tao really wanted to score after receiving the ball on the inside. It was really too easy. That big-ass power, gee. Pelicans offense. Holiday pushed forward at a rapid pace. Zhang Tao is big and heavy, but his speed is still as flexible as a small forward, and he will not be a loophole for the team's defense. Holiday saw Zhang Tao return to his position so quickly, and also gave up his plan to attack quickly, and the Pelicans still had two big men who didn't run over. Cousins also dropped low to ask for the ball. Holiday directed his teammates to pull away and hoisted the ball to Cousins. Holiday understood Cousins' mood very well. Just now he was eaten by a rookie like this. He also wanted face. If the ball wasn't given to him, Cousins would probably turn his face with him. Cousins catches the ball and hits Zhang Tao. Zhang Tao grabbed his waist with one hand and lowered his center of gravity. Bang. Bang. Cousins' back couldn't push Zhang Tao. Such Cousins made Zhang Tao feel a little disappointed. This is the #1 center in the league? Cousins chose a rollover to hook his hand in desperation. The shot was blunt, and Cousins was ready to grab the rebound twice. But the hooked basketball was not yet at its peak. Snap. Zhang Tao jumped on the spot and mercilessly fanned Cousins' hook hand with a volleyball-style cap. This ball was fanned far away by Zhang Tao and directly knocked down the fans holding drinks near the midfield. The fan's hand was hit and he screamed a little in pain. Then there were countless exclamations from fans at the scene. Beep. The referee had to stop the game to help Zhang Tao clean up. The staff who wiped the floor quickly went over to dry the floor. Add a little more fuel and you can make a successful shot. After Zhang Tao finished his cap, he clapped fiercely and sprayed trash talk at Cousins. Cousins didn't respond at this time. His expression was embarrassed, and Zhang Tao's defensive ability exceeded his expectations. Such an attack can be fanned by Zhang Tao. Cousins broke out in a cold sweat. No wonder Lee Brown praised this guy after the last game. Davis on the side could see from Zhang Tao's opening attack and defense that Zhang Tao was unusual, and his face was also grim. I'm afraid this game is not so simple. Want to teach this rookie a lesson? It would be nice not to be taught a lesson by him. The game continues. Or the Pelicans' offense, this time it was Holiday who led the ball to Moore, who missed Hill's three-pointer. Fox and Hill's outside partner defense is not tight, but not every team can break their defense from the outside, and the Kings' poor record is mostly a problem with the inside and forward. The rebound was protected by Zhang Tao. Zhang Tao quickly gave the ball to Fox, and Fox pushed back when he took the ball, which is a characteristic of Fox. Zhang Tao accelerated straight and followed behind, and Davis and Cousins were both thrown away by Zhang Tao. Fox broke through in front of the court and then split the ball to Zhang Tao, who followed up. Zhang Tao catches the ball and grabs the ball with Moore's hands and is about to smash it into the frame. Moore turned around and saw the huge black shadow and immediately dodged away. Box. 4-0. Zhang Tao's hands were vigorously clasped and successful. The basket swayed, the rebound swayed. Moore wiped his forehead, fack. Almost got snuggled. It's so fast, Zhang Tao's speed is as fast as a guard. Of all the big men in the game, only he can keep up with Fox's speed. Moore's choice is very clever, hurry up and dodge, otherwise it will be spaced. He'll be the next O'Neal. Hey, O'Neal with three-pointers. The image described by the narrator is very real. Jean Tao is like O'Neal at his peak, with a huge body, but with the athletic ability of alphabet songs. Pelicans offense. Holiday gave the ball to Davis on the right side of the free throw line this time. Jean Tao took the initiative to switch defenses with his teammates, and he set his sights on Davis. Davis 3 threats, continuous tentative steps, a lot of feints. But Jean Tao did not shake, and then from time to time he disrupted Davis's rhythm. Davis played uncomfortably. Seeing that there was no room to shoot, Davis leaned over and stepped into the right side of the dribble to the right of the penalty area. Bang! Jean Tao constantly confronted Davis, and Davis was the first time to confront Jean Tao, not knowing his true strength. With such a collision, Davis's movements were somewhat deformed by Jean Tao. Jean Tao's hands were clean and kept up, and the referee did not sound the whistle. Davis could only reluctantly hook after successive confrontations with Jean Tao. Brush. The basketball didn't touch the basket, it touched the net under the basket. Jean Tao's dominance at both ends of attack and defense was fully displayed. The Pelican Twin Towers are deflated. Episode 20. Haha, Anthony Davis hooked an air balloon. It seems that in the physical confrontation with Jean Tao, Davis consumed a huge amount of strength, resulting in the hook hand running out of strength. Jean Tao's strength is his advantage. According to the grapevine, Jean Tao's bench press data may be the strongest in the NBA, and it is difficult for Davis to gain the upper hand in this regard. The rebound was taken by Jean Tao. Jean Tao gave it to Fox. Hey, these two have a tacit understanding, and they are fast attacking again. Director Zhang and Director Su's commentary shouted in a series of shouts. On the field, Fox and Jean Tao ran again. Davis is still on the bottom line, Fox is too fast. You don't think about it this time. Cousins ran towards Jean Tao. Bang! In the physical confrontation on the march, Jean Tao bumped Cousins away and forced the straight line to continue the impact. Meanwhile, Fox was forced to stop the ball from outside the left three-point line by two Pelicans guards. Without any hesitation, Fox immediately hit the ground and passed the ball to Jean Tao, who was sprinting in a straight line. Under the basket is still Moore. Jean Tao held the ball and accelerated to rush, and Moore took a step forward in the 3-second zone and instinctively closed his eyes and covered the bell. He wants to make Jean Tao's offensive foul. Jean Tao's speed is too fast. At this time Jean Tao can't change direction. Seeing that he is going to collide like this, Jean Tao can only kick the ground to exert his strength. The referee is also ready to make Jean Tao's offensive foul gesture, preparing Jean Tao to blow the whistle when he knocks Moore. Jean Tao completely jumped and lifted off. Moore suddenly felt that there were fewer shadows in front of his eyes, and he opened his eyes. But Moore found that Jean Tao's legs were actually straddled, and he instinctively didn't start. Jean Tao, who took off completely, pressed Moore's shoulder with his left hand, and then took advantage of this moment to complete the crossing. Jean Tao completely leaped over Moore, and then smashed the ball into the basket with one hand. Box. 6-0. The fans at the scene watched this scene in disbelief. Countless people gasped after reacting. 3 seconds later, this away game erupted into huge cheers. Everyone is looking up at the playback on the big screen. Death button. This is the death button. Terrifying bouncing. Is he flying in the sky? The Kings players on the bench shouted around Cat. Jean Tao was also surprised that he could complete such a dunk, and he immediately signaled in the direction of Cat to celebrate. The players on the Kings bench are acting in a variety of dramas, like Oscar winners. On September 25, 2000, in the men's basketball group stage of the Sydney Olympics, the United States played against France, after Katie broke the ball in front of the court, faced the defense of the French team's 213 centimeters tall center Weiss, jumped directly over the opponent's head, and smashed the ball into the basket with a tomahawk. This dunk has been rated as the greatest dunk in basketball history many times, and it is rumored to have directly led to the retirement of the French center, so it is called the Death Dunk. Today, Jean Tao recreated this dunk, although not as awesome as Cat's leaping center, but he leaped a small forward. Domestic commentary. Fox stopped the ball. This position can't stop the ball. He passed the ball to Jean Tao. This opportunity is not good. Moore has already stood outside the 3-second zone, just waiting for Jean Tao to rush over and create his offensive foul. Forehead. Jean Tao jumped. He flew over. Violent dunks. Death button. Director Zhang explained the game with a confused look, and he saw an incredible scene. Domestic fans also reached a climax at this moment. Cold, ruthless, Moore. People wanted to create an offensive foul, but they didn't think you flew straight over. Jean Tao completed the performance of the dunk contest at the official competition. It's the best dunk I've ever seen. Groove. Moore is pitiful. Awesome, Jean Tao. What did you grow up with this cargo, so that it can fly? Dunks are not uncommon in NBA dunk contests, but it's a game. There is no doubt that Jean Tao's dunk shocked the audience. Moore ran to the free throw a little confused and stepped on the line. The referee gave the ball to the King. The Kings attacked. This time it was Hield who received Sampson's serve and directly used Zhang Tao's no-ball cover to complete a three-point block at an oblique angle of 45 degrees. Ugh, 9-0. In desperation, Gentry called out the game to stop, and he was ready to replace Moore, who had broken down mentality. At this time, Cousins and Davis looked solemn. The Kings' opening three axes stunned them.